right up top, I just want to say there is no spoilers in this video. If you watch this video, you will be free of spoilers, I promise. Now, hang on. What the? How the fuck did that piece of shit get there? Fuck Origins. Logan, directed by James Mangold and stars Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, Daphne Keane, Boyd Holbrook. I think I've listed everyone. Guys, I saw this movie last night and it's flipping fantastic. I don't want to swear on this channel. It's fantastic. I love this movie so much. If we get superhero movies this year that are as good as Logan, we are going to have a terrific year in comic book movies, I'm telling you. What I love about this movie is just the emotion that you feel watching this movie. There are parts where you want to cry. There are parts where you just got this big smile on your face because what's happening on screen in front of you is so good. This is the Wolverine movie we have been waiting for. Let me talk about Daphne Keane, who plays Laura, or X-23 in this movie, the little girl you see in the trailers. She is incredible. She does so much acting without saying a lot. She doesn't speak a lot in this movie, and I don't think that's a spoiler. It's in you don't see her speak in the trailers. She doesn't speak a lot in this movie. And the amount of acting you have to do on your face to convey, you sort of know what she's thinking just by the look on her face. And for an 11-year-old to be able to do that, that is incredibly talented. She was great in this movie. She kicks a lot of ass. I don't think I've ever been more scared of an 11-year-old in my life than I was of this girl. This movie has elements of horror. It's also a Western. This was just the perfect movie for Hugh Jackman for his last run as Wolverine. The other thing I really enjoyed about this movie was the action. It's gritty and realistic, and there is a little bit, sometimes there is a little bit of shaky cam, but unlike in other action movies where the shaky cam is too much and it really bothers you, this one, the shaky cam didn't bother me at all. It worked for what those action scenes were. The action served the story. It wasn't just gory and R-rated for the sake of being gory and R-rated. The other thing I really enjoyed about this movie, in all of the other X-Men movies, it's sort of been more of Professor X trying to take care of Logan. And you can sort of see from the trailers, this isn't a spoiler, you can see from the trailers that in this one, Logan's trying to take care of Professor X. And I thought that was a really nice sort of flip, like role reversal on the story. The surprising thing in this movie is actually the humor. I really enjoyed the humor. Every joke worked. Every joke was earned. There wasn't a single joke in this movie that I went, oh god, really, you doing that joke? Oh. They didn't just make sort of X-Men puns to make X-Men puns kind of thing. Patrick Stewart in this movie as Professor X is the funniest I've ever seen. I didn't think Professor X could have that kind of humor. He has some really funny moments in this movie. Now, getting on to some things I didn't like, and to say some things, that's an exaggeration because I liked pretty much everything in this movie. There's a couple of nitpicks I have in this movie. One I cannot say because it is kind of a spoiler. The other one is about the score and the musical choices. For most of the movie, I really enjoyed the score. You know, it's not a score I'm going to download, but it worked for the movie. There's a piece of score at the end in an action scene, and I felt like that score didn't really work. I've heard a couple of people have that complaint, and watching the movie, I'm going, yeah, it was just the wrong sort of musical choice I think to use. For other people, it might not bother them so much, but for me, I love scores and soundtracks, and that just didn't work for me. Guys, I love Logan, okay? Overall, this movie is fantastic. I think it is better than Deadpool. I think it is better than pretty much any of the superhero movies that came out last year. Maybe not better than Civil War, because Civil War is way up there for me. But I love Logan. I'm not going to give it a score because I don't like giving scores. You know, if I give it an 8 or a 9, people are going to go, why didn't you love it more? Or if I give it a 7, people are going to go, why did you hate it? So I love Logan. If you haven't seen Logan yet, guys, I highly recommend going to see it. Even if you're not a big fan of comic book movies, go and see Logan, because it really, until the claws sort of come out, it doesn't really, even when the claws are out, it doesn't feel like a superhero movie. That's what makes this movie so special. This movie never would have happened if Deadpool didn't have the success that it did, and I'm so glad this movie exists. This movie is one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen. It is one of the best superhero movies you will ever see. I cannot imagine people coming out and hating this movie. This movie is awesome. Thank you for watching my review, guys. Please leave a like and a comment and let me know what you thought of Logan. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Why did you hate it? Why did you love it? Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.